Hi, this is Brian from House Cup Coffee Roasters. You know, you don't have to be a coffee expert to know that cold brew coffee is the hot new thing. Everybody's drinking it. It's great on a hot day. It's super caffeinated, and it just is absolutely delicious. This one is out of our nitro tap, a nitrogen infused cold brew that we sell to our wholesale customers here at House Cup Coffee. We have it here on tap in the roast house for you to sample as well. So a lot of questions that we get from folks about cold brew is wondering how do they actually make it at home. There's a lot of equipment on the market to help you do that. One of our favorites is the OXO unit. It's not expensive. You can get it on Amazon. It's got some nice features to it, and it's super easy. But there's actually easier ways to do it, and I'm going to show you one here using simply a mason jar. So we bought these mason jars, and I'll put the link here in the video to the Amazon links to these products that I'm going to show you today. This is a 32-ounce mason jar. Nothing fancy about it, and they're super easy to clean. And when you're done with them, I guess you could put pickles and other things in them. But anyways, we're going to use coffee. And I also bought these also on Amazon. These are cheesecloth pouches. I've put in here. I've put in here 60 to 70 grams of our cold brew blend, which we actually sell at housecupcoffee.com. And coarse ground, we do that for you. Put it in here. It's a very simple process to do this, and you can do this right on your counter. First of all, take this pouch, make sure you've tied it up nice and tight so the grounds don't get out of there. You know, keep in mind, cold brew is much more like brewing tea than it is anything else. It is not iced coffee. Let's make sure that we're clear about that. Iced coffee is brewing hot coffee and pouring it over ice. Completely different drink. It comes off a little more bitter, and over time it waters down because you're pouring hot liquid over cold ice. This is a much smoother drink and a much easier process, or maybe not as easy. It takes a little bit of time, but it's an easy process to do. Anybody can do this. So we put the pouch in this 32-ounce mason jar, and the trick to it that we found is you want to actually start with hot coffee. Yeah, that'd be nice. Hot water. You want to start with hot water in the bottom. So about 200 to 250 milliliters, or depending on the vessel you're using, about a fourth of the volume. Use hot water, and it should be not boiling hot, but just after boiling. I guess that'd be just lower than boiling, just before boiling. Anyways, what you'd be putting in tea, because again, this is more like brewing tea than it is anything else. So about 205 degrees, if you want to be technical about it. Put the 200 to 250 milliliters in here and let it sit on the counter for about 5 minutes. That's called the blooming process. We actually want those coffee grounds to bloom. And if we didn't have it in the bag, you'd actually see them expand and wake up. That's going to make for a really rich, smooth tasting cold brew coffee. After about 5 minutes, fill this jar with filtered cold water, put the cap on it, and let it sit there overnight on the counter, not in the refrigerator. Just let it sit on the counter, and the next day you will wake up and this is what it will look like. And it is a very concentrated cold brew coffee. And very simply, I'm not going to do it here because I will make a mess all over the table here. Do it over a sink. Take out the pouch, and as long as the pouch didn't break, it should be a nice filtered cold brew. It's going to be concentrated as well. Taste it, see if it's what you'd like it to taste like. If it's too strong, add another fourth of water to it and try from there. So another 200 milliliters, and see if that works out for you. Simple to do. Put it in the refrigerator, get it cold, and drink it from there. Then you can put it over ice if you want. Of course, it's going to water down, so make sure you're using really hard ice so it doesn't water down too quickly, of course. But as long as it's cold out of the refrigerator, it should be pretty good. Now, if you're in Havertown, you want to go to a couple places. You want to go to Oakmont Roots Cafe on Darby Road, or you want to go to Sam's Pizza on Brookline Road, or this fall, you want to go to Rosie's Coffee Shop in the Villanova train station to get nitro cold brew from using House Cup Coffee's cold brew blend. They sell it there on tap for you. It's an absolutely delicious drink, much like a Guinness with a nice cascading effect on the glass, super foamy, no cream, no sugar, straight, right out of the tap, absolutely delicious. Make sure you give it a try. Thanks a lot for listening. Enjoy your rest of your summer and enjoy some cold brew and the caffeine that comes out of it to keep you awake throughout the day. This is Brian Niles from House Cup Coffee Roasters. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye.